Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether you're tuning in on the radio dial in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM. We welcome you all back to our show, as well as tuning in through our online affiliates around the world and our new friends that are joining us at iHeartRadio.com. We're glad to have all of you with us as well. If you're looking for an example of someone who's been able to show us that no matter where you're from or what age you are, that you can make a difference, our next guest should definitely inspire you. We're excited to welcome Hannah Alper to our program. She's an individual who's been able to make a difference as an activist, as a speaker, and now as an author with her book, MOMENTUS, Small Acts, Big Change. We're going to talk to Hannah not only about the example she's been able to set, but also some of the individuals who've inspired her, and now how through this book she's able to share stories that I think should inspire us all. If you're just now hearing about Hannah, we'll tell you at the end of our segment how you can find out more information about her. But Hannah, hello to you and welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks so much for having me.
Hey, Hannah, the pleasure's definitely all mine. Well, first of all, as I was saying to you before we went on here, congratulations to you on the year that has been 2017. I mean, are you still having those pinch me moments, Hannah, when you kind of think about this year?
Oh, definitely. This year has been so surreal. I mean, from hosting We Day to writing my book and publishing it, to being at Bloomberg and LA and all these places, I'm just so honored to help be a representative for all of the youth change makers in the world and help inspire them to realize that they can make a difference in the world, that anybody can.
Exactly. They definitely can. And you have been an example of that for so many people, Hannah. I mentioned, you have been a source of inspiration for individuals. You cover individuals who I know will inspire others. Who were some of the people who influenced you, Hannah, and made you say that you can make a difference?
Yeah, so one of my biggest role models has definitely been Malala Yousafzai, who is one of the biggest education advocates in the world, and she's only 19. She was shot by the Taliban in Pakistan when she was just 15 years old because she wasn't getting her rights to an education, and now she's spoken at the UN. She's the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate, and she's just such a motivation and a role model for me because she helped me realize that a young person can make a difference and that a young woman can make a difference. And she just defied the skeptics over and over, and she still does. And I was so honored to interview her for my book, Momentous, Small Acts, Big Change. Her and Craig Kielberger and Mark Kielberger, the co-founders of We, are also, I'm proud to call them my mentors, people that truly inspire me to keep making a difference and to find the tools and resources that will help me change the world.
Right. And I think that is the amazing thing about this, Hannah. I also love the fact, and, I'm an individual, I don't like, putting people in boxes. I don't like people saying, that you're too young to do this or you're too old to do that or, you don't live in this place or that place so you can't do things. I love the fact that you're able to kind of show people, no matter where they're from, how they may see themselves or how other people may see them, how they can make a difference. When you hear young people especially tell you how much you've been able to inspire them, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel so good. It's quite hard to describe because ever since I was 9 and I started this crazy journey, it's from the beginning, the goal has always been to help inspire people to create their own path of change. And I get messages and comments every day telling them that I inspire them to make a difference or to take action in this way. And it inspires me to do more. And seeing all of the actions that other young people have done, whether it's building a school or raising awareness about an issue that they care about, is something that inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing. And honestly, throughout all of it, I'm just so honored and happy that I can help inspire people with what I've done and use my gift of communication to help inspire people to make a difference.
Yeah. Hannah, what I love about your book, Momentous, and we're going to let our audience know how they can find out more information about your letter, is that as you're able to profile these individuals, you give us what you call Hannah's reflection. What was it like for you? I'll just take one that I know our radio audience here in Mississippi will appreciate, that being Kid President. For those who have the print copy of the book, they'll find that beginning on page 140. My issue is spreading positivity. What was it like for you to kind of reflect on not only how people can make a difference through positivity, but also how they can make a difference through small acts that some people may ignore?
Yeah, so when I found out about Kid President, maybe 3 years ago, because I was getting ready for We Day Seattle, and he was going. I got so excited, and I started watching his videos, and I was so inspired because here it was, a young boy, and he was 11 years old at the time, the same age I was, and he was going so viral, and he was talking about kindness and compassion, and it's cliche, but kindness truly does make the world go round. I believe that we can erase this culture of hate and indifference and apathy if we can replace one with kindness and compassion and inclusivity and empathy. And that's all through small things like giving a compliment, holding the door open, inviting someone that's sitting alone to sit with you at lunch, giving a gift card to the next person in line, because those are the things that'll make people's day and inspire them to do good and be kind. And then it's a ripple effect. And I really do try to do at least 5 things a day to be kind. And I've sort of made that my goal, and that's my small part of being part of the solution. And I feel like everybody can be a part of the solution. And being kind is so simple, and it doesn't take a lot of time, and so why not do it?
Yeah. I think that is one of the big things. It's something that all of us can learn from. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio dial or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. Hannah Alper is our guest for this segment. She's the author of the new book, Momentous, Small Acts, Big Change. But even before the book, she's been a person who's been able to touch lives around the world, to be able to show them what's possible, and to be able to motivate them along the way. Now, you mentioned one of the individuals who was an inspiration for you, Hannah, and in the book, as you talk about education, I wanted to read a bit of what you said about your own view of the world. And this is what you said in your Hannah's reflection, Education is Power. It's found on page 156 of the book. When I launched my blog and started taking action, I was looking at the issues I could see right in front of me. I had a deep connection to the environment because it was all around me. I could see my actions making a difference. At 10 years old, you don't really look beyond what is right in front of you, and that's okay. And I thought to myself, there's some people in their 40s and 50s and 60s, Hannah, who don't really pay attention to what's around them. Is that one of the big things for you, too, to show people, don't worry about starting big. Just start right exactly where you are?
Yes. First of all, I love that you've actually read the book and that you're very well educated on it. So Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
The biggest message that I share is not only that anyone can make a difference, but that it's the little things that add up to create big change. Because you can't just wake up one day and think, I'm going to change the world with a big revolutionary idea. It's always the small things. And I really, truly believe that. And, you were talking about that quote, that the environment was right in front of me. And it was. I started it because I started being passionate about it because I loved animals. And my parents introduced me to issues like deforestation and animal habitat loss and climate change. And I became motivated to act, motivated to do something because it was the little things. It was all about picking up litter and organizing my friends and family and raising awareness. I mean, now, ever since then, I've been informed and been educated on issues that I can't see. But we should always start at home. You can start in your home, your school, your neighborhood, your office, your community, and then go change the world. But your message will spread from your home to the world. But I think that you should always start at home, right, in your community.
Right, for sure. And one of the things, and to kind of tie in with that and your love of the world around you, earlier this year, Hannah, one of the things I noticed you brought attention to was about what was happening with the bees. We've had a couple of guests on this program this year that have talked about that and why there's action that has to be had. I love the fact that in your tweet, though, when you were talking about this earlier this year, you started that by saying, helping is in our nature, and now the bees need our help. I think so many times there's focus on the negative and what people aren't doing. I love the fact that you were able to say, you know what, as individuals, it's in our nature to want to be there for other people. How important has that been for you to use your social media that way to kind of rally people to see where they can be able to direct their actions?
I know that social media is the most powerful tool that you can use to change the world because if you're passionate about something, if you want to raise awareness about something, if you're angry, if you want to raise awareness about a cause that you care about, social media is the place to go to raise your voice. Because when you post about something, anyone can see it. With a touch of a button, you can reach people, your message to people that live in different cities, different provinces, even different countries. And I mean, how cool is that? And so I've used this amazing platform of social media in different platforms like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat to raise awareness about the things that I'm passionate about, because I think that is so much more important than posting artsy selfies. And while I love that, I think that it is also so important to use social media for social good. It's right here in front of us. So instead of using it to tear people down, let's use it to build people up. And I mean, Bring Back the Bees campaign is just one great example of how I use social media to create change. I mean, I do it every single day, spreading about what I'm doing to create change, about an awareness that I see online that gets me really angry, and I talk about it. It's truly anything. I do Motivation Monday a lot just to hopefully help people get through their day. And so it's just all simple things. But for anyone that wants to be a change maker, definitely use social media.
Right. Well, one of the things that you did share about yourself recently, and in fact how this conversation came about, so we definitely want to thank your father for helping us with this, Hannah, is because you were recognized by Bloomberg as one of their ones to watch for 2018. Of course, you were recognized not only as the youngest person to make that list, but also as the only Canadian to make that list. How did that feel, to be able to know that your work was being recognized that way?
It's truly surreal, but so honoring just to know that this proves that young people are not the leaders of tomorrow, but that we are the leaders today. Showing that there is a young person on the Bloomberg 50 to watch list shows that young people are the leaders of today. It also shows, because I was talking to everybody at this gala that I was at in New York for Bloomberg 50, and I was talking to everyone, and I was the youngest person at the gala. And they were all so inspired by me, but they always asked me questions and they wanted to have a conversation with me. And I was so inspired because it showed that adults are ready and are willing and want to listen to young people and our ideas. And so that just reassured me so much, hearing people that were inspired by the fact that I was a young person and I was on the list, but actually was interested in what I was doing as a youth and as a Canadian. And so that was really comforting and was so inspiring to me, showing that all of these powerful, successful, accomplished adults are willing to listen to youth.
Yeah, for sure. Bullying is one of those things that's definitely been in the news a lot, unfortunately. We've had some incidents that made the news again recently. As you know, Hannah, the last thing I want to talk to you about from your book, Momentous Small Acts, Big Change, is an individual you profile, Travis Price. And not only, of course, what he's been able to do, but I love the fact, again, going back to social media and your own reflections, you're able to share with us some tips that are great for people of all ages about how we can best use that platform for good. First of all, talk to us about Travis and what it's been like for you to see what he's been able to do, and then how you've been able to also share that with others about their own power.
Yeah, so Travis Price is the founder of Pink Shirt Day, which a lot of people know in the world. It's really this power. It's about this day of inclusivity, and it just shows people coming together. Travis founded this when he was in grade 12, when he saw a boy that was being bullied for his pink shirt. And so he and his best friend bought 50 pink T-shirts and made everyone at school wear them in solidarity for this young boy. And he just felt like this young boy then felt like he wasn't alone. And so it just continued. And now Pink Shirt Day is this force of change and support and good and community. And I love it so much. And you were mentioning all the tips. I mean, I knew that had to happen, because I've been through bullying, and a lot of people have, and it's something that needs to be more relevant, and it's something that simply needs to stop. And so I shared tips like not liking the negative posts, because if you like something that's negative or bashing someone, that's just going to keep getting the person to keep going because you like that. Yeah. It's also the kind of stuff of blocking and reporting the people that are bullying you or are bullying other people or have a negative impact in your life. That's what's great with social media, that you can mute someone online. And unfortunately, it does follow us back home. but it doesn't have to. And so that's so important, and it not being the bully. Just always seeing the positive, being positive to other people. I always be sure to comment really positive things on people's Instagram, just to say, hope you have a great day, or just, that's amazing, anything like that. Just always spreading the positivity, because there's no gain or benefit in tearing people down and spreading negativity. There's just not. And so why do it? Why not spread positivity?
Yeah, I think that is so true. And I think, that really literally has started at home for you in the acknowledgments of the book.
Totally.
Hannah, you say this about your family. My family has been my biggest support system. My parents have been with me since the beginning, and I couldn't do what I do without them, and I wouldn't want to. I mean, talk to us about that, because, again, I know they have to have such pride, not only, of course, in what you are doing as their daughter, but just as what you're doing as an individual who sees something that needs to be done and is going about doing it. What has it been like for you to have that type of support, Hannah?
Yeah, I mean, earlier you said that, a lot of adults don't really see the issues that are right in front of them. I couldn't see the issue that is right in front of me, which when I was 9 was the environment, without my parents, because my parents were the ones that informed me about those issues. And really all of the issues today, they're the ones that introduced me to all of the news to keep up what's going on in the world. But my parents have really been the biggest support system. They have been with me through everything, the good and the bad, but a lot of the good. They come with me on every single trip. But most of all, they've never said no to supporting me. They've never said to my teachers, oh, okay, because she's away a lot, we're going to stop everything, our activism, because for my family, that's not an option. We love what we do together. This is our passion. Activism is our passion. It's not just my passion, but it's also my family's. And I wouldn't rather go through this amazing journey with anybody else.
Wow. What a great thing. Well, congratulations to you again, Hannah. I know this has been a crazy busy time for you, so we appreciate you taking out some time to speak with us. Again, everyone, Hannah Alper has been our guest. The book is Momentous, Small Acts, Big Change. And, Hannah, let our audience know, how can they get the book, and also how can they stay connected with you?
Yeah, so if you live in Canada, you can get the book at all Indigo, Shoppers, Loblaw stores, but also you can get it on Amazon.com or Meetowe.com.
All right. Well, Hannah, congratulations to you again, and looking forward to speak with you again on the program.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a really great conversation.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late and missed part of the conversation with Hannah, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media site. So head over to Facebook.com/Cyrus Webb or go to Twitter.com/Cyrus Webb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there, too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. You all make it a great one.